Hi boys and girls, it is Tuesday, so it's math day. Today we are still working with topic 14 on measurement, and last week and the week before we worked with liquid measurement and we worked with milliliters and liters. This week we're going to be moving on to solid objects, and in that we are measuring what is called the mass of an object, okay? So when we're measuring mass using metric units, we are going to be using grams and kilograms. Grams and kilograms. Now a gram is about the size of a paper clip. See my little paper clip? You know, we use them all the time in the classroom and at home, I'm sure. A gram is about the weight of a paper clip. Now, I could toss this paper clip in the air and it would feel like I didn't even have anything in my hands. So grams are used to measure the mass of solid things that don't feel very heavy, okay? Kilograms, on the other hand, is the weight of a heavy book. Now, I have a heavy book. I have my Charlotte's Web book here. It's pretty heavy. But just to give you an idea, a kilogram is about the weight of our dictionaries in our classroom that we use for the Shades of Meaning station. So, grams measure very tiny items, the mass of very tiny items, and kilograms measure the mass of larger items. Now, with today's lesson, you are going to be estimating the masses of different items and deciding which estimate makes more sense. So we have a small anchor chart that I wanted you to take a look at. I hope you can see this from where you are. Now, it says when you hear gram, imagine holding a small paper clip. When you hear kilogram, imagine holding a dictionary. Okay? It says choose the best estimate for each object. So in today's lesson, you're choosing estimates. So here we have an apple. Do you think an apple is going to be 25 grams, which would be 25 paper clips? Or do you think it would be 3 kilograms? Do you think an apple feels like holding 3 dictionaries in your hand? So we have to think. Would an apple weigh about the same as 25 paper clips or 3 dictionaries? What do you think? Well, if you said 25 grams, you are correct, because an apple does not weigh 3 dictionaries, okay? And we have some other options, and it's not the same, but I often will compare kilograms to pounds, just so that you have an idea of what it can compare to. So if we were talking about a bike, so imagine you have your bike, you know, that you ride outside with. Do you think your bike is going to weigh 8 grams, like 8 little paper clips in your hand, or do you think the better estimate is 8 kilograms, which would be more like pounds? What do you think? If you said 8 kilograms, you are correct, because a bike is going to be heavier than 8 paper clips in your hand, correct? Now, a baseball. Lots of you play baseball or softball. Do you think your baseball is going to be about 150 paper clips in your hand, or do you think it's going to be 5 dictionaries, 5 kilograms? That would be one crazy baseball if you had to hit and catch a 5-pound baseball. So it is 150 grams. Now the thing to remember is that even though 150 is a much bigger number, you have to remember that you're talking about paper clips. So if we put all these paper clips in a pan balance and we put our baseball on one side, it would take about 150 of these little guys to level out our balance. If we put our baseball in the pan balance and stuck 5 dictionaries on top of it, that baseball would be all the way up and the dictionaries would be all the way down in the pan balance, because 5 kilograms is much more than 50 grams. So those were just a couple examples. When you go on today to do your visual learning, I have chosen to separate them and not do them like I normally do. If we were in our classroom, we would be doing a double lesson again. I feel like that was a little bit too much for you guys, and I apologize. So this time, you guys are going to be doing one visual learning. You're going to be doing the practice buddy. And I believe I have some boom cards for you. So just when you're done with your work, make sure you hit submit, turn in, and you'll be done after that. So, and next week we're going to do measuring using grams and kilograms. So we're going to separate them. So today's you're estimating your values, which one makes more sense. And tomorrow you guys are, next Tuesday, you guys are going to be doing 14-7, which is on measuring mass. So if you have any questions about today's lesson or any of your assignments, please join me at our 11 o'clock Zoom, and I will talk to you and answer your questions then. See you soon. Bye-bye.